are here this afternoon at the beautiful facility of WUKY as they and Project Ricochet present the Urban Art Collective Gallery opening this afternoon. And we have a very special guest in the studio, although he calls this place his home. Who do we have with us today? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am Tom Godell. I am the general manager of 91.3 WUKY. And I came to Lexington in 2004. I'm a lifer in public radio. I started doing public radio when I was in college back in 1974, so almost 50 years ago, and worked in Huntsville and Birmingham, Alabama, Carbondale, Illinois, and then came here, and this is by far the greatest radio station I have worked for. We have a wonderful staff. We have a great community to serve, and it's a true honor to be part of this operation.
Well, we are honored to have you with us here today, and I'm feeling a little bit like, I don't want to say intimidated, but I'm in awe of this wonderful studio and also talking to this amazing man this afternoon. And let me just start off by asking you, what do you feel? We're seeing all this wonderful art. We're getting ready to hear some amazing music this afternoon. But Tom, what do you feel that this initiative and this project, Ricochet, and also the gallery opening represents to not only these artists, but also to the community of Lexington, Kentucky?
Well, our partnership with Project Ricochet has been a true gem in our history at WUKY. It has allowed us to reach a diverse audience, much more diverse audience than ever before. And the folks at Project Ricochet, Abeni and her brother Bilal, all have been so supportive of WUKY. Everywhere they go, they will take swag from the station. They'll take our banner. They have promoted us and really made us a part of the Project Ricochet family. And then at the same time, we have reciprocated by working with them to put together an art exhibit like the one that we have opening today. We have worked with them on the Project Ricochet podcast, which is the most popular podcast we have ever produced at WUKY. And I can't take credit for that. I mean, it's Bilal and Abeni and her friends and her colleagues and her board that have made that podcast into such a valuable contribution to this community. So all of that to say that probably our crowning achievement right now is this show. The Urban Art Collective is an amazing assortment of artists. Each one has, you can see as you walk through the building, each one has a different point of view. We have some art that looks like comic book illustration. We have others that are just richly colorful and abstract. We have others based around sports. These are beautiful works of art. I wish I could take all of them home, or at the very least keep all of them here at the radio station. But I know these artists want to sell their art,
yes,
and we want to help them do that. I mean, that's part of why we have the WUKY Art Gallery, is so that we can expose these artists to our audience and hopefully help them build their careers and sell some of that art.
Well, you are doing it, and you're doing it absolutely right this afternoon. And one of the other things that was born out of Project Ricochet was this thing called the DEIBCAB.
We love alphabet soup in public
acronyms.
radio,
yes,
okay?
We do. So would you tell us a little bit about that board and what that has meant to WUKY?
DEIB is Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging. And CAB is Community Advisory Board. So the full name is Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging Community Advisory Board. And this is something that we have wanted to do at the station for many years. And we haven't had the kind of reach into the community that I wanted in order to put an organization like this together until recently. And here again, that partnership with Project Ricochet and Abeni El-Amin has made such a difference for us at WUKY, because she has many contacts that we don't have. The people that she initially recruited for the board have more contacts and more and more. And so it mushrooms out into the community. And we feel like we are a much more integral part of Lexington than we were even a year ago. So we've talked about having a community advisory board for many years. It's been part of our mission since we revamped our mission statement about 2 years ago and created a new strategic plan. And now finally we are able to implement it. We've had one meeting so far, and Renee, I appreciate your participation and the ideas that you've brought to it, and all of the people who've participated in this board. It's a springboard. It's a way for people who are leaders in this community in Lexington and Central Kentucky to have an opportunity to interact with those of us at the station and give us your perspective on how we can serve you and the community better. And it's once again, it's a win-win. It's an opportunity for both the board members to get their views expressed and to get their ideas into action on the air, on the radio, and it's an opportunity for us to reach deeper into the community and serve the community better.
Well, I can agree with that. And I will say that as what we're seeing here today, folks, is a representation. We have local art, we have local music, we have local broadcasting, we have local business owners, we have local nonprofit organizers. And what that does is provide, I feel like, an ecosystem, right? And you described it as a springboard, and it's exactly true. And it's an opportunity for all of us to get together. And it's amazing that this city is fairly large, right? But that we can connect in this way, and it feels so much more smaller and intimate place to kind of connect.
Yeah. It takes the big city and brings it down to the level of a village. And we have the WKY Village today, and we like to think every day, but particularly this weekend with this show opening and all of the people who are coming through the doors and having a good time here today, we really appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for being with us here in your own studio.
My pleasure.
And I'm very honored to speak with you today. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. It's always an honor to be with you, Renee.
Thank you.